So today, I will be talking about unleashing your child's infinite potential and possibilities. But first, let me tell you a little bit about me. I've always known that I was going to be a mom. I've loved my kids many, many years before I even conceived them. I remember as a young girl daydreaming that one day my kids are going to have the best of everything. They will be, do, and have anything and everything they wanted. I want them to have a better life. I want them to skip any unnecessary pain or hurt because I love them. And so did my parents. They wanted all of that for me. They wanted me to be the best that I can be. And they gave me everything to the best of their ability. World travel, private school, love, attention. And I was a good daughter. I studied hard, and I listened to Daddy when he said, avoid boys and just focus on school. And I did. I went to the top university and graduated with high honors. I was young, bold, fearless. I knew the world was my oyster. And so I went head on to conquer my biggest goals and dreams until, bam, oof, that hurt. That's okay. Mom and Dad said that it's part of it. It's gonna hurt, but you just gotta keep on trying. So, brushed myself off and, ouch. Stuck again. Over and over. No matter what re-strategizing, course-correcting, willpower, I end up stuck. I was on a leash, and I didn't know it. This leash, it's made up of debilitating overwhelm, stress, burnout, having the most amazing opportunities at the palm of my hands, and freezing. Freezing from intense fear of being judged, being criticized, being not good enough, disappointing, being rejected, and being on this cycle of beating up myself over and over again because I couldn't get out of it. I couldn't bust through the fear. Exhausted, disillusioned, I started questioning, can I really do this? Is it true what they're saying, that I'm just crazy for thinking that I can have it all? Should I just stop? But I can't. I can't. I need to get out of these chains. How did it get here? Then memories came. Coming home with a failed quiz that I had to get my parents' signature. The only one home was Dad. Daddy, I need your signature. What is this? You stupid! How did you let this happen? And another day, perfect. Daddy, look! Oh, good job, little girl. Oh, I'm so proud of you. What prize do you like? Oh, you're on the honors class now? Dean's list? Oh, wow. I'm so proud of my little girl. What prize do you want? And so I worked hard. I studied hard. To the point that at about 20, I collapsed. My knees broke down on me from exhaustion and lack of sleep. Not just from studying, but from the pressures of having a great social life. But I thought, you know what? It's worth it, because I graduated magna cum laude. Now, Dad's gonna be happy. And Dad said, you know what? I don't think anyone would be interested in hiring you. Ouch. But I know that wasn't true. I've read empowering books telling me that I can do everything, that I'm beautiful just the way that I am. I know he's just doing it to empower me and motivate me so I can prove him wrong. But the repeated judgments and criticisms all those years instilled in me something different. That I wasn't deserving, that I wasn't good enough, no matter what I do. Even when I launched a continuing legal education company, working with the top lawyers and Supreme Court justices, wasn't enough. Billionaires seeking my advice, not good enough. Coaching multi-million-dollar business owners, not good enough. Working with New York Times best-selling authors, or hosting my own telesummit, or birthing at home drug-free. Not good enough. These chains, we all have it. You have it. It was formed when we were all growing up. From about 0 to 7 years old, when we were absorbing everything without filter from our environment, our peers, our school, the media, and our parents. Every experience that caused pain, hurt, fear, all of that was left forgotten or unsettled, is another layer fortifying these shackles. This leash filters and controls the way you see the world. It's an actual subconscious programming that changes the way you see the world. So do you, just like my parents, love your kids so much that you want the world for them, yet unknowingly instilling them programming that will be the cause of their biggest pains? This leash is virtually the only thing that will stop your babies from unleashing their infinite potential and possibilities. And even when I thought I knew all these, I couldn't stop myself. The worst thing, me yelling at my little boy, "What are you doing?" My little boy, yelling at him with the force of a ferocious beast tearing open his prey. I knew I shouldn't be doing it, but I couldn't control myself. It's like I'm possessed. Have you had anything like this happen to you? It's called transference. When our relationships from the past, usually with our parents, we repeat them in our present. In our present relationships with our partners, with our children, our work, and even to ourselves. This leash is like a baton that we pass on from generation to generation, and it has to stop. You have to be the person you want your child to be. And if you're feeling overwhelmed, or too busy, or thinking that there's not enough money, then the more you have to do this. Because you are teaching your child overwhelm. You are teaching your child scarcity and that there's not enough money. You are teaching your child that there's other things more important than you. Other things more important than them. Instead, model presence, model love, model joy. Be the person you want your child to be. And if you're asking, is it possible? I've asked and found the answer to that same thing. Yes, it is possible. And I have a big group right here that can testify that yes, it is possible to be in love, to live in abundance and joy and peace, to feel unstoppable, to be free of this leash. Yes, it is possible. And if you want this for your kids, then you have to give it to you. Be the person you want your child to be. It is so important because not choosing infinite love and joy and peace and all that is actually selfish. Not choosing you is selfish. It is your moral obligation to unleash your infinite potential and possibilities. Yes, because when you don't, you are allowing a world that grows kids to become mass shooters, depressed, suicidal, despite any outward success. No more Robin Williams or Kate Spade killing themselves. No more kids dying from a mass shooter walking to their school. Let's stop this now. Stop passing on the leash. To create a better future, you have to choose you. Yes. Parents, teachers, all child caregivers, you have the power not just to unleash your own kids, but to end all abuse, all violence, and all suffering. It's not easy, but it's very, very simple. Be the person you want your child to be.